Brought to you by Express Care Health and Skin Center. Get in, get out, get better.
Welcome back to Healthy Living. KUAM is a direct 4.5-hour flight to and from Guam. An interventional cardiologist, Dr. Richard Chan, works closely with its private hospital and is committed to providing quality cardiac care to Guam patients. He joins me now in studio. Welcome, Dr. Chan.
Half a day.
So can you start off by telling us, what does an interventional cardiologist do?
Well, interventional cardiologist, that's a big word. It just means plumber. So basically, I open up blockages in arteries of the heart. And when you develop a blockage in the heart artery, and it's usually because of the risk factors that we commonly know, smoking, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol, and so forth, these can lead on to narrowings and blockages in the heart, which can cause chest pain or, in its more severe form, cause heart attacks. And what I do is help fix up these arteries with a little stent. And a stent is like a small metal spring that we can put into the arteries of the heart to open up the blockages there, and that's done by a small keyhole, either in the wrist or in the groin. So that's essentially what I do as an interventional cardiologist, a heart doctor who specializes in opening blocked arteries.
Okay, so what type of patients do you actually see? Because you're interventional, so you want to prevent it, correct? Or stop it in its tracks?
Well, oftentimes, by the time a patient comes to see me, they have already developed symptoms or of heart disease or have had a heart attack. And these are typically patients who might have had chest pain or shortness of breath, or have been in hospital with having had a heart attack, and usually in patients who have those risk factors I mentioned earlier.
Okay, so what are you doing here on island?
Well, I'm visiting Guam and enjoying the atmosphere, enjoying the people. I'm here with my wife, having a bit of a holiday, and I'm also trying to extend my assistance and help to the patients here on Guam.
Okay, well, that leads me into our next question. How can patients here on Guam avail themselves to your services?
Well, they can contact me directly. I have a mobile number that they can call me on. And as well, they can get to my website as well, richardchan.net. And they can look me up there and get my mobile number or my email, which is dr.richardchan@gmail.com. So these are direct contacts to me personally.
Okay, so if a patient is ready to see you and take that trip, what type of documentation is needed in order to be able to do that?
Well, if a patient had concerns about their heart, if they had symptoms or worried about their heart, I think the first thing they should normally do is see their regular GP doctor or primary care physician. And I think in consultation with their doctor, if they think that a specialist cardiology review by myself would be appropriate, then they're more than welcome to fly to Cairns to see me. And Cairns is a short stop. It's a very quick flight to Australia, which is about 4.5 hours by United Airlines, twice a week, direct flight.
Okay, that's wonderful. Now, you mentioned a little bit about symptoms. Can you share with us what are some of the symptoms that a person who's experiencing heart problems should look out for, before making that call to you?
Well, that's something that can often be a question for patients. Are these symptoms of mine from the heart or not? And it's relatively straightforward. If they are developing a blockage or a narrowing of the arteries of the heart, typically they get symptoms when they're exerting themselves. So they're doing something physical, like exercise, like walking uphill, walking upstairs, playing sport. Anytime where they exert themselves or do something physical, then they might get shortness of breath or chest pain. And by chest pain, I mean a central tightness, a pressure, a squeezing feeling in the chest. It might go up to the jaw or the neck or down the left arm. And if they have those symptoms, then it might be cardiac. It might be a blockage. And if they get those symptoms, if it's strong, happening at rest, let's say while they're sleeping or sitting down, then it could be something more serious like a heart attack.